when you were talking about, to access our technology, and it's almost like it's a bit scary to really drop into the heart and allow whatever is to come through. A sense of trepidation, I would say.
Okay.
And we, I don't know, other people could resonate. Like if you know you're going to
Yeah.
bring something powerful, then
Is it trepidation and, that flows through perhaps a system or an old friend of unworthiness, or is it trepidation of not uncertainty of what it is that you're about to, where it's coming from and what it is?
yeah, probably leaning more the second one.
Okay. Well, that's a great thing to bring through, because just like anything, right? Just like the spoken words, we know where we're choosing specific words that we know that flow in and connect with our intention, and they're much more predictable. And actually, as I'm saying this, I'm seeing my highest self say, well, do we want to go into the quantum fabric of the creation of the words, and specifically English, and see, you know, and we'll pause there on that, right? Because that's a whole can of worms in and of itself. And yet, the point of bringing that in is it's always encouraged, and we're always invited to be very clear, right? To be very clear, to be very discerning with what we're choosing to bring in and through our physical, mental, emotional, and spirit body complex, right? Who we choose and what we choose to participate in and to conduit. So, in anytime, we're going into a place of bringing forth and exploring and bringing in new songs or new threads of consciousness, it is our divine birthright, and it is absolutely encouraged by our highest selves to really get clear with what it is and who it is, and why it is that you're bringing, forth and bringing in this information, right? So, I always make it very clear to solely connect with the frequencies of the highest prime source creator, light, love, in accordance to the highest divine law and order, to be a clear conduit of the frequencies that are aligned, in the pristine order of unified consciousness, law of one, in the highest divine law and order. So, I mean, I just share that as an example, but really just get clear, right? I only desire to bring forth and to conduit and to share codes and frequencies, that are aligned in, the highest and best for myself and for the all that is, something of this nature, right? And really, it is that simple, and yet it's important, right? It's important. Anytime we bring something into our bodies, it's important to be very clear with our intention and what it is, that we're bringing in, so that we can be certain to honor and to celebrate and to cherish ourselves, and also those that we're participating and communicating with. Yeah. And as we know, and I love this because it's been shown every single moment our existence here, if we are directing our consciousness through programs of fear, we are opening ourselves to portals that, facilitate and conduit frequencies that match it. So 0 point, neutral, I am source, and I choose to conduit that which is in the highest source, light, love, law, and order, something of this nature, right? But so it's a natural expression of our experience here, right, as earth incarnates. Sorry about that. And yet, as we get into these higher and higher and higher and higher lenses of perception and awareness, we recognize to what degree of omnipotence and importance it is to really find ourselves in a place of neutrality and releasing our participation in fear, right? So working through it and getting ourselves to a place where we can really settle into that neutrality.